All right, welcome back. You're still watching Daybreak on this 4th day of November 2024, and this is an important morning. We understand that the Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education examination is just about to kick off, or there will be the learners will be writing papers from this morning. And reporters are at different locations. The Cabinet Secretary for Education, that is Julius Migos, will be in Kibra to witness the opening of the container there, to also witness the start of that exercise. Of course, you know that the KCSE examination will be concluding in the year 2026 when the final class will be sitting that examination. So we'll be expecting to see the images. We understand that about 960,000 learners are sitting at this year's examination, and you'll be getting the pictures for you from different locations. But let me just start by taking a look at the latest with the members of Parliament. I have Aidan Kainan from Eldas constituency. Good morning, Mheshimiwa.
Good morning, viewers.
I have Gladys Bose, the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you. And you have Dan Manzo, the Senator of Makueni. Good morning.
Good morning.
Right, and let's begin by talking about the situation with the Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education. And I don't know what the residents of Makueni have been saying. What would you want to tell them?
Well, first of all, I want to wish all candidates good luck and a payback of their hard work. The schools in Makueni have been doing very well in this examination, and you know, this is the future of Kenya. You know, the students who are going through KCSE, then they go to university, then they will do very well for their families and also do well for the country. So I want to wish them well. We have not have had instances whereby the examination has leaked, and then it will be important for Kenyans who have that sort of information to communicate it early. We want an examination which is fair and equal to every student in the country, so that everybody has an opportunity, you know, to pass well and to go to university and pursue their future.
All right. And I understand that the PS at the Interior Ministry, that is Raymond Omolo Daktari, is speaking, I believe, in Kikuyu area. Do you have the PS?
Kikuyu, but across the length and breadth of the country. And as you're aware, we have been undertaking this process. Some of it has already ended, with over 2 million candidates across the country. For the KCSE, we have in excess of 1 million candidates. And we appreciate the work that you continue to do on behalf of the government and on behalf of the country. And we have all put in a lot of work. The students have done their best. The parents have supported the students. The teachers have done a lot of work over the last 4 years. Our security agencies have provided a conducive environment for all our students to succeed. So because I don't want to take a lot of time, because we need to get the exam papers to the centers, and we need to have our students ready to write the exams, I want to sincerely thank you again on behalf of my colleague, P.S. Belio Kipsang, together with the Minister for Education, that we really appreciate the work that you continue to do. And the government has invested a lot in education. Actually, education has the biggest budget line in this country. And this shows to demonstrate how much His Excellency President Ruto values education and the role it has in changing this country. So as we go through this exercise, you can always count on our support. And from the security sector, I'm happy to note that so far we have not had any major security incident to be worried about. And we expect that this is going to be the situation throughout the rest of the coming days. And to the candidates, I'm wishing all of you success. Best wishes from myself and everybody within government. Asanteni sana. Thank you.
Dr. Raymond Omolo is the Principal Secretary at the Interior Ministry. He's in Kikuyu to witness the opening of the containers. We're also live in Kibra and Nakuru. We'll shortly be linking with Seth Olale in Kibra as well as Marian Nyambura in Nakuru County. But Deputy Speaker, talk to us about what we've seen so far for the learners that are writing the examinations, but also the progress in transitioning, because like I said earlier, it's just about 2 more KCSE examinations, and then we're done with that side of the curriculum.
Yes, I think what has happened, you've seen over the last few years, there's been great improvement in the way they are running and programming the schools. Initially, at the beginning, there was a lot of challenges and back and forth, but now I think with a lot of consultation, the ministry has been able to come up with a clear transition program, even the programs in terms of ensuring that the classrooms for the grade 9 learners are ready. Right. And I know that members of parliament have been very instrumental because they have contributed heavily through the Constituency Development Fund to ensure that that in fact happens, and there's been a very clear focus. So I think that it's quite smooth, and even if you look at the manner in which the examinations have been run, you can see that considering the challenges we had from the time of the previous administration, they've slowly over time been addressed. Okay. And hence you see that's why that the distribution, the invigilators preparation, security concerns, and encouragement on our students generally has been very good. Okay. That's why I'll tell the students, you've done all the hard work. The hard part is behind you. Just go into those exam rooms and ace those exams.
All right, and we have live pictures from Kibra. The Cabinet Secretary for Education, Julius Migos, is on location and currently saying a word of prayer for the start of that exercise. As soon as he begins to address, we'll be getting him. You also understand that Marian Nyambura is also somewhere in Nakuru County to witness the start of the process. Those are the pictures. Again, they appear to be in prayer for this session to begin. Honorable Kenan, talk to us about the situation in your county, for instance, when it comes to matters education at such a time, the preparedness, and just what's going on there.
May I take this opportunity, first of all, to wish all the KCSE candidates best of luck. I know this is a very difficult time when they have to put into writing all the educational concepts, the theories that they have learned over the last 12 years. That notwithstanding, in northern Kenya generally, I think historically, we have been disadvantaged because of lack of infrastructure, because of security concerns, because of many other disruptions. But I think likely things have been normalizing, and I hope of late students have been doing fairly very well. But generally speaking, education is the key component in any country's development. And we as Kenyans, we have been lucky because we have been voted the best as human resource capital because of our resilient and competent education. And this is one thing, that one trademark that we must not lose. And I think you are aware, over the 2 consecutive years, actually, we have earned that reward from the UN, none other than the UN, and because of our education. So once again, we must all be prepared as citizens, as parents, as leaders, to support a seamless, corruption-free education system that will earn the students what they qualify for, not what is cooked. What they qualify for, that will give them an opportunity later on to benefit from the pecuniary gains of education. And that is the only way we can have a society where everybody gets what one works for in education. And so my best wish, please don't cheat, please don't venture into any other venues, sit down, compose, and I'm sure at the end of the day, you will get that unique grade that you have worked for, and that's what will take you to the next stage. Whether you will join tertiary institutions, whether you'll join university, whether you'll do other activities, because at the end of the day, education is not the end of one's life. You can venture into so many other things.
Right, and from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., the learners will be writing their English functional skills paper. That will take about 2 hours. Then they'll have another examination, that is chemistry paper 1 from 2 to 4 p.m. And that will be it for the day. Then tomorrow they'll sit mathematics alternative A, and also there will be another paper in the afternoon, that is English comprehension, literary appreciation and grammar. Let's go back to Kibra constituency, where the Cabinet Secretary Julius Ogamba is now addressing at the DC offices.
Malpractices, they are raising their certificates. They are not. They are actually lowering them. We want to give our children the opportunity to get the results that they've worked so hard for. In fact, by involving them in malpractice, you are disenfranchising them from enjoying the actual position that they are in. The government is working day in, day out to ensure that no child will be left without something to do in the structure of our institutions, beginning from the universities all the way to the vocational colleges. So I want us to continue doing this job and ensuring that if you find anybody who is disobeying the regulations that we've laid down, report those people so that action can be taken immediately. You saw on KCSE last week, we had a few people arrested in Eldoret, and we've requested the judiciary to ensure that within the next 1 month or so, that case should be completed. The question of extending hearings for 6-7 years is not going to augur well for us. We are encouraging us to ensure, because it's a straightforward case, let it be completed so that those who are found to be guilty can face the penalties. That way, we can deter the rest of the people who are intending to engage themselves in malpractices. We are not going to bend, we are not going to withdraw, we are not going to apologize for insisting that we need to have credible examinations in this country. Education is key. Everything. There is no student, there is nobody here who has not gone through a school, who has not gone through teaching, who has not gone through teachers, training them. So to come and affect this sector is affecting the whole country. So all of us, all hands on board, and I'm happy that the government is approaching this as a one government approach. The team that is here from ICT, from Interior, from TSC, from every sector, from the media, including the media, we've agreed that they will do their bit in reporting what is correct, what is balanced, so that we can have this particular sector take its rightful position in the country. So I thank you for everything that you are doing, and I want to tell you, the government is behind you. If you do the right thing, we will support you, and we will protect you, and we will defend you. If you do the wrong thing, we will deal with you in the same way. We'll deal with you in the same way. We'll allow the law to take its course. So let us all do the right thing to ensure that we give these children of ours a chance. You can imagine when somebody comes out and he knows this is actually my actual grade. Not cooked, not fake, not, it's sure about what they've gotten. So let us encourage each other to do the right thing. The children, the learners, are not the ones who buy examination papers or engage in these funny activities. It's the adults. So I'm urging the adults in our midst and everywhere in the country not to engage themselves in malpractices. We've tried this year. This year, the rules are very, very strict. The exams they've got some security features. The papers are secured. We are ensuring that there are no phones in any particular center. And if you find somebody is insisting that they want to be there with the phone, it is an offense. We can take disciplinary action against them or move them. So let us not, in any manner, disobey the regulations that we have put in place. Let us obey them. They will help us reduce the instances of malpractices. And we are looking forward to securing this and to ensuring that next year we can come back and celebrate a credible examination result for the first time in the country. But that can only happen with your support and with your engagement. Thank you very much. You can proceed to the next. Thank you.
Right, that is Julius Ogamba, the Cabinet Secretary for Education. Miriam Nyambura is now live in Nakuru. Miriam, good morning. We've seen the Cabinet Secretary for Education speaking about the preparedness in handling this examination, speaking against cheating, but also doing the right thing. We've seen the Principal Secretary assuring of security across the country. What's the situation like in Nakuru?
Well, indeed, Sam, in Nakuru County, this exercise is being overseen by the Deputy County Commissioner Nakuru East by the name Waria Simiu, as well as the Nakuru East County Education Director Job Kaikai. I'll be speaking to them as regards to their preparations, but what we know so far is that there are 100,529 candidates who are sitting the exams. Out of that, 54,204 are boys, 53,333 are girls. So a total of 107,529 candidates are sitting the KCSE exams this year across 480 centers. I'll be speaking to them. Maybe perhaps they tell us how the situation is like on day one. And Weresimiu, kindly, if you join us here, tell us about day one, what we expect. We know that already the exams, the centers are all set. Maybe what do you expect?
Well, I want first and foremost to wish all our candidates success during this examination period. Everything is put in place. We are set. We have deployed accordingly. Security is deployed. Center managers, supervisors, invigilators, everything is ready. And now it's just a matter of kicking off. So we are prepared. The examination is still locked here. As you can see the locks there, very secure. We want to open now and then distribute the papers to the center managers, who will now take them to the centers, and we expect that everything will flow smoothly because we are well prepared for this.
Okay, thank you so much. Perhaps I'm also joined by the County Education Director, Nakuru East, Job Kakai. Perhaps you tell us, as the CDE Nakuru East, how is Nakuru East prepared in terms of this particular examination?
Thank you. You have seen we have the police ready, we have the center managers ready, all the centers are ready. So the 4,607 learners are ready for the examination. So we are set.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, indeed, some, of course, will give more details. If to various schools, we will be here just to give more details in our subsequent bulletins concerning the one of the Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education across the county, Nakuru County. Remember, there are 107,529 KCSE candidates who are sitting their English paper as well as the chemistry papers today.
All right. Thank you so much, Amiran Nyambura, coming to us from Nakuru. And that's it for that. English paper 1 this morning, chemistry paper 1 in the afternoon, mathematics paper 1 tomorrow morning, and in the afternoon they'll be writing the English comprehension or literary appreciation and grammar paper for 2.5 hours. That's what they will be up to for this week. But now, first we take a short break. When we come back, we'll be speaking about, it's been a very heated season at the three arms of government, Parliament, Legislature, that is, as well as the Executive and the Judiciary. It concluded with the swearing in of Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki on Friday. So much work to do. The President says he has been a loner, but now hopes that things will be different. To have a conversation about that and what next for the three institutions at a time that Kenyans continue to face serious challenges. We're back in a moment.